First tonight, a Democratic member of the U.S. House is calling on President Joe Biden to withdraw from the 2024 presidential race. This comes after Biden's struggles during his first debate with former President Donald Trump, especially moments like this.
What I've been able to do with the COVID,
Tomorrow, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz heads to Washington, D.C. as the chair of the Democratic Governors Association. Ben Henry joins us with more on the President Biden backlash.
Well, concerns over the president's age are not new. What is fresh? His performance during Thursday's debate. Now, worries about his well-being are growing as we're nearing 4 months out from Election Day.
The 2024 presidential campaign, it's already in the history books.
U of M political science professor Larry Jacobs says it's only getting more momentous, with much of the focus now on President Joe Biden.
All around him, you can start seeing Democrats expressing genuine fear if he's at the top of the ticket.
With the COVID,
Those concerns stemming from the president's debate performance.
I don't think anybody sugarcoats this.
Governor Tim Walz leading a call Monday with the Democratic Governors Association.
Talk turned a little bit to what was obviously a poor performance in last Thursday's debate, and governors asking questions about what is the plan, how are you going to do this, how are we going to message this.
And now, planning to attend an in-person meeting with the president Wednesday alongside other Democratic governors.
I think the question is how does that impact how the country runs? How does it impact what an election looks like?
It's a powerful statement that the Democratic top office holders in the states are now part of that group of people who are doubting. Some of them appear to be panicking.
DFL Representative Angie Craig also sharing her thoughts, calling on the president to be out everywhere, talking unscripted, no teleprompter. Meanwhile, the first sitting Democratic member of Congress has called for the president to step aside. Texas Congressman Lloyd Doggett says he's hopeful that he will make the painful and difficult decision to withdraw.
I think it's a legitimate question to say, is this an episode or is this a condition?
And former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, seeking more from the Biden administration on the debate debacle. The White House claiming a cold and just a bad night were to blame.
The White House has been very defensive of Joe Biden. The campaign is presenting an image of Joe Biden moving forward, but there's so many signs now of very serious doubts within the Democratic Party.
And just today, the president agreed to his first sit-down interview since the debate with ABC News' George Stephanopoulos. Part of that interview will be seen on World News Tonight with David Muir this Friday, with the extended version on ABC's This Week on Sunday morning, Kevin.
Okay, Ben, thank you so much.